so in love with you. Leaning Martins. I'm so in love with you. Leaning Martins.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, everybody. Welcome. Today, I am super excited. My name is Steven. I am the owner of Magical Memories Entertainment, and I am super excited today. We have a special guest. We've never done anything like this before. We're trying this virtual thing, which has given us an opportunity to actually get somebody from far, far away. And you guys might know her, you might love her, so I definitely want you to ask any questions. If you have a question, drop it in the chat box. We're going to do a little interview later. But to start, we have Wonder Woman. We have Diana with us today. She's actually going to do a superhero training. She's going to be doing exciting superhero training, so get yourselves ready. Make sure you get everybody, invite your friends, invite your family. Get yourselves over here because we're going to do a superhero training by Wonder Woman. So it's just an extremely, extremely unique thing. So definitely get yourself. I got my cool background ready. I am ready to go as well. So I hope you guys are excited. And I'm going to bring her on and get yourselves ready, guys, and make sure you drop a like, drop a share, all that fun stuff, so we can all see it. And here we go. Let me bring her in. Hey, Diana, welcome.
My name is Diana. I'm Princess of the Mascara, daughter of Hippolyta, friend to Magical Memories Entertainment. And I am so excited to be here today. I'm so happy to see you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I assume you're all here because you want to learn some superhero moves. Because as a superhero, I run into a lot of bad guys, and I got to make sure that I'm in good shape so I can fight and know who to, go against. So if you want to join me, I need everybody to stand up. All right? First things first, when we work out, the first thing we have to do is remember to breathe. Don't worry your bodies. We need that oxygen to flow out through the body. I was talking to you. I need you to stand up with me. Everybody, stand up. Mom, too. Let me tell you something. These workouts are actually very good for all of the regions of the figure. So I definitely could use your help. What do you say, guys? All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jog, okay? And the reason we're jogging, yes, very good. Did you bring me in your car? I am so honored. I'm so happy. Thank you for thinking of me. When you jog, what you're doing is you are warming up your body. So let me see you jog. Have fun with it. And I want you to keep good form. I don't want any linguini spaghetti arms. I want, some good form. You're doing great. Okay, stop. Place your hands by your side just like this. Couple things I want to show you. And when my hands are like this, these are called blades. I use these blades often when I got to block and dodge those bullets. I also do fist. Show me your fist. When I do fist, I also block bullets. I might defend myself from an enemy. I got to protect people. So show me your blades. Beautiful. Show me your fists. Yes, just like that. Have you taken my superhero training course before? I don't know. Do you want to help me lead it? I could definitely use your assistance. You're doing great. Okay, first things first, we are going to talk about the Amazon lunge. Am I an Amazon? Definitely. I'm about 800 to ask me that. I am 800 years old. And the reason I have aged so well, I would like to think, is because I consistently exercise and train and practice my superhero combat. Because you're only going to get really good at something if you give your all. And that's part about being a superhero is really putting your heart into it and not never giving up. I know for me, it took me 800 years to learn these moves. I'm not afraid to ask for help, nor should you. So let's try these moves together. We are practicing to work out and to stroke training combat. First things first, Amazon lunge. Let me see my Amazons. Oh, I don't care if you're short. I don't care if you're tall. You are an Amazon because you are taking Wonder Woman superhero combat course. Okay? So if you guys know how to do a lunge, you are familiar with stepping back, just like this. So I'm stepping back and I'm relaxing on my back leg, right? I want you guys to show me those fists that we made, remember? We're going to take that fist and pull it back just like this. And then we're going to take it to put our leg to the side. Let me adjust this so you can see me. Yes, I know you can see better. Thank you for telling me. Okay, just like this. We pull back that arm, that fist. When we want to block, it could be a spear, it could be a lightning bolt, it could be a building or a Jeep. You name it, I've hit it. A dinosaur, pull that arm back, show me another fist, and lift that arm up just like that. I want to see your palm. Excellent. This, my friends, is the Amazon lunge, and it will come in handy. Let's try it again. Loosen it out. I swear, it's like you did this before. I'm so impressed with you. Dad, I am very impressed with your fists. I did not know. Do you box or something? Is that what you do? You look very familiar with this. All right, let's try our Amazon lunge one more time. So again, we know to do a lunge by coming back like this. We're gonna bring our leg to the side, just like that. And I want you to feel good, like you're springing, kind of like you're on a trampoline, but just don't jump too high. Let me see your fists, right? Let's pull that back. We want to have that elbow pierce to the side of our body. We also want to lift our fist up just like this and be prepared to dodge and block light, just like this. And if you want, you can really switch it up and switch arms, and you can even switch legs. Okay? So I know that's a lot at once, and we're doing great. I'm really proud of you. You're so good at this. You're going to have to come with me to my adventures, I think, because I could use some really good assistance. We're a team, but we are a team, especially right now. All right, guys, my hair looks good. That sounds good. Let's try that move again. Amazon lunge. I want your hands in blades by your side. Take that step back. Get nice and comfortable. Bring it to the side. We are lunging. Give me that fist. Pull it back just like this. Bring that other fist up and block that bullet. Block, that's literally, we're blocking the sunlight right now, but block. That is our Amazon lunge. Excellent. And we can try by switching sides, right? We lunge like this. We pull this arm back. We bring that fist up. Excellent. You guys are naturals. Give yourselves a round of applause for the first move. You're doing great. I'm really impressed with you. Okay. For the next move for our superhero training, run by her very own Wonder Woman, we will be doing squats of justice. Yes, you're correct. That is what a squat is. It is when you literally squat down. Now, I'm really big on taking care of the body parts. When we are squatting and our knees are bothering us, we need to keep this in mind. So you are. Some people squat just like this. Some people are more comfortable and will go down. I'm going to do somewhere in the middle because I want to modify for people, okay? The way we do the squats of justice, if you've seen Batman versus Superman, if you've seen the Wonder Woman movie, you are very familiar with when I pierce my gauntlets together like this. Now, I'm not going to do it hard because I don't want to send a radioactive wave throughout the lake here. It would not be good, and people are going to think I'm showing off. So I'm going to keep it simple, and I'm not going to hit it hard because we don't want an effect. Maybe you do. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I don't like to show off my powers. Not everybody has them like me. So let us start by putting our arms together like this. Now, please notice, I'm coming up closer. My fists are like this, right? They're not like that. No, turn it so that you can see your palms. I can see my palms. Hello, palms. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Okay. So the first things first, we cross our arms just, yes, you're so good at this. And I want you guys to squat down just like this. And then we are going to jump up like that. And we're going to put our arms in the blades. Remember the hands like this? This is the blades. That is the squat of justice. Shall we try it again? Why not? All right. So first off, arms crossed. Just like this. Squat down. I'm going to count to 3, and we're going to clap our legs together and make the blades. 1, 2, 2.5. Just kidding. 3. A squat of justice. Okay? That was really good. We're going to do it one last time because I want you to remember these moves. It's not every day you get into superhero training here. All right. So let us cross our arms. We are blocking bullets. We are blocking electricity. We are blocking negative energy. Anything. All right, you're doing wonderful. Stay with me here, just like this, right? And get ready to squat down like you're gonna sit, but you're not really sitting. And when I count to 3, and I will count to 3 for real, I will have you clap those hands to the side and open to the blades. 1, 2, 3. You're so good at this. Give yourselves a round of applause. I'm really proud of you. Okay. I think you guys are kind of like intermediate learners. It took me 800 years to learn these moves, by the way. So the next move I want to focus on is called the combo of truth. And the reason it's called a combo is because there's a couple moves involved. Now, for all you boxers out there, you can see that I'm wrapped because unfortunately in my line of, in my area of work and job, I have to defend myself. And sometimes I got to punch. So I want you guys to remember, I don't like to have fights if I can avoid it. So I think it's best to have a conversation with someone first and leave it at that. Violence is not the answer unless Two-Face shows up, Dark Side comes, Cheetah. You know I'm about to fight her, the exception. So what I need you guys to do is I need you to take that lunge back. That's right. I want you guys to kind of like bounce a little bit. I want you to feel a little flexible. You bring your front arm to the front, and I take that other arm and bring it up here to line up with your chin, but don't punch yourself. Believe me, I've learned the hard way. It's not fun. Just like that. No, sweetie, tighten your hands. I don't want thumbs out. Just like that. And put those fists on, right? And what you're going to do is punch. And while you're punching, you twist your hips, because when you want to fight and you twist those hips, you are twisting and thrusting your weight into your opponent. Okay. Combo of truth, part 1. Twist and punch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Can we count together? Yes, moms too. I am talking to grandma. I'm talking to the cat, the hermit crab, whoever wants to participate. It never hurts to gain a skill. Always keep on learning, guys. We want to keep progressing in life. Lunge back. Take that step back. Arm out in the front. Show me that fist. Make that face that I'm making. Don't mess with me type of face. Pull that other arm up. You feel like you're about to punch yourself, but you're not going to. And bounce. And punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's add part 2 to the combo of truth. Fist up, kick. Okay? So again, we are doing 2 moves. We are going to transition from punching to kicking. Now, make sure when you do this, I probably should have said this in the beginning, make sure you got a little space around you. Okay? I happen to film this outdoors because I think this place is beautiful and I love Themyscira and I wanted to share it with you. So, let's continue our combo of truth. Take that step back. Yes. Very good. Let's make sure that knee isn't going over that toe because we don't want to hurt those knees in our lives. And remember these superhero combat moves. Okay. Let me see that fist. Excellent. Bring that other fist close to the chin and punch. We're going to count to 6. And then we're going to lift up our elbows and we're going to kick. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kick. Excellent. Good. Oh my gosh. You are welcome to come on my invisible jet anytime you want, and we can go travel and train together. You should see what my sisters are up to. They travel and they train like 24/7. More time for the combo of truth. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. Moms, do you see why this is a good workout for the lower region? When you're doing these squats and such, it's going to shape everything. You're also going to strengthen those legs. When you tighten like this, you are sculpting your arms. All right, combo of truth. One last time. I'm standing. I'm taking my step back. I got my fist. I'm ready to fight. Only if I have to. Fist. Bring it to the chin and punch. 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kick. Excellent. Guys, you never cease to amaze me. You are doing such a great job. I want to teach you something that has really come in handy. As some of you know, I have served in the wars, and I have come across a lot of different machine weapons, if you get what I'm trying to. I've had to block bullets because they hurt. I happen to be a demigod, which means, my dad is a god, my mom is an Amazon, I have really good genes. So if I got hit by a bullet, it wouldn't be too good, but I'm okay. So that's why I'm able to do this. I do not suggest that you try blocking bullets, folks, unless they are Nerf bullets. That is okay. Yes, you have a Nerf gun too. Those are so much fun. My brother used to have 10. Aries. You remember I have a half brother, right? We're not going to talk about him. Anyway. All right, guys. We're pellets, whatever it is. So show me how you were jogging, just like you were doing in the beginning. And what you're going to do is pull that arm up and block your first bullet. Bring it down. Pull that other arm up and bring it down. We are blocking bullets, running blocks. We are blocking and saving ourselves. That's right. Yes, just like this. Keep running, just like that. Okay, that move was a little less involved, but you nailed it. You totally have this. Yes. Ooh, now I'm in a Tesla. Oh, very nice. Aspirations, Wonder Woman, aspirations. Anyways, we have 2 more moves that we're going to work on, and then we're going to go back to Magical Memories Entertainment so you guys can ask me some questions. So I'll try to hurry this up. But as you know, I'm having too much fun with you. Okay, our second to last move is the warrior lunge. Okay, you know what a lunge is. We've been practicing. You also know what I do when I put my gauntlets together. And then what I'm going to do with my back leg is step up, right? Just move it, just like that. That is the warrior lunge. Let's try this together. 3 separate moves. Cross those arms. You don't want to cover your face. You don't want it too low. You want to cover your heart and your chest. Just like that. Yes. Your arm is tilted a little bit. I need you to straighten it out. That's right, honey. You're great at this. Yes, you can follow us on Facebook. Yes, you can. And Instagram. Thank you. Cross those arms. Just like that. Okay? Show me that lunge. When I count to 3, we're going to lift that back leg up and we're going to put our fingers in blades. 1, 2, 3, up. Okay. Now, if I'm not careful, I will fly. So that's why I'm kind of hesitating, because I told you I'm not about to do that. I don't know if people are ready to see that. Let's try it one more time, guys. You are kicking butt. Superhero training is really working well with you. Yes, if you need to fix your hair, that's fine, honey. You don't have to do everything with us. I want you to watch and learn, and then you can practice with your little sister. Good job. Okay. Cross those arms for our warrior lunge. Lunge back. 1, 2, 3, and up. Excellent. Guys, oh my gosh. I am going to save the last one for you, known as the hero kick. Moms and ladies, you might be familiar with this because this is a very common move on the mat. But as you know, I got to kick people. I got to block. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to stand. You're going to be like this in a cow pose. That's what they call it in yoga, right? But we are doing hero kicks. We're going to kick up, and you want to kick that roof. You got to kick that building to save some person who is stuck underneath. Kick up, kick up. Excellent, guys. Hold it for a second. We're going to do it on the other side. Think about somebody who's stuck under a fence, and that fence is right below you. Excuse me, above you. You got to save them, right? Think of it this way. What would Wonder Woman do? Ready, and kick, kick, kick. Maybe a bad guy is falling. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, you have completed your first level of superhero training and warrior combat. We went over the Amazon lunge. We went over the squats of justice, the combo of truth, the running blocks, the warrior lunge, and the hero kicks. Which one was your favorite? I can tell you that I really like the Amazon lunge. It speaks to me. It seems to save my life in many different occasions. You like the hero kicks. Okay, that's good. The running blocks, do you run distance? I'm not surprised you like that one. That's good. Boxer. That makes sense. That's what you like. So, all right, guys, I want to thank you again. Let's put our hands together. We started out breathing. We're going to do it again. Take a deep breath. Just like that. Hi, Steve. Thanks for having me today.
Thank you for joining us. This is amazing. I'm very much enjoying this. This is great. Thank you so much for joining us. I have a few questions. Do you mind if I ask a couple of questions?
Not at all, Steve. It's my pleasure.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. I wrote them down, so I'm gonna keep looking off to the side just so you know.
That's
So
fine.
I see all these cool things you have. You have all these cool different. I guess they're what do you call them? Gadgets, maybe. So you have what? You have your invisible plane. You have
Yes.
your earrings that allow you to breathe in space. You have your gauntlets that are unbreakable, which is amazing in itself. And you cross them, they make some kind of like wave. It's amazing. And what else do we have? We have the sandals that make you run really fast. And then you have your lasso of truth. Here's a question: which of these cool gadgets is
Yes.
your favorite one?
Oh,
Which is your favorite one?
um, I think that the lasso of Hestia would have to be my favorite. Now, you know it as the lasso of truth, but it's actually from Hestia. And I like it because it causes people to tell the truth and be honest. And I think that telling the truth is really important. I also like how I can use it to manipulate things. I can grab things. I can, jump to higher surfaces. It's just so multifaceted. It has so many uses, Steve.
So, from my understanding, that lasso of truth, that's actually something unique just to you. I mean, there's so many other superheroes that can fly and that are indestructible, have super hearing, super sight, all these crazy things. But you are the only one of all of the people of all of your teammates, I want to call them, that have this lasso. So that makes you unique because you want to reform criminals, right? You're the only
Yes, I
superhero.
do.
You try to reform criminals, right? So you're willing to give people another chance. When a lot of other superheroes and people they want to just destroy you, you're very unique, and if you want to help people, right?
I, Steve, I feel that I got a lot of help
Oh.
and support, and I want to help. So absolutely, I believe in the law. I believe in giving people second chances and listening to what they have to say.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Now, going to something actually that's kind of interesting. So you have all these different superpowers. Superpowers. I mean, what do you? You have. You can communicate with animals. That's why obviously you're in the woods right there. You can talk to all your friends. You have enhanced vision. You can fly. You obviously can fight. You have super hearing. Super hearing. What else do we have here? I have a list of them. That's what I'm reading. Super speed.
You're
Super
making me
strength.
feel good about myself, Steve.
Telepathy. Tracking abilities. It's all these amazing things. What is your favorite superpower? I know you have all these different gauntlets and all this, but that's stuff. But what's your actual favorite superpower?
Steve, I would have to say it's probably flying so I can watch all over my friends and protect the world. I can see everything. That has really helped me in battles as well, especially with like Doomsday. I needed to fly to get to his level. He's gigantic.
Oh wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. All right. Okay, so you were, from my understanding, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but from my understanding, you were the first child born in Paradise Island in the 3,000 years that the Amazons have been living there. How was that? Was that how was it growing up in a place where there's no other little kids? There's nothing else going on. How was that experience?
Well, Steve, they say it takes a village to raise a child. It took a whole village of Paradise Island, also known as the Mascara, to raise me. And I had the best help and support from the warriors, from my Aunt Antiope, my mother's guidance. Like, it was fantastic. Do you know how empowering it feels to see a strong female, let alone a tribe, only females to bring each other up and to train? It was really very special.
Well, on that note,
Being
do you have any messages for the girls out there that are watching today?
absolutely. First things first, no matter what, you need to trust yourself. If you feel something here, that means it's real. You need to trust yourself. Believe in yourself.
That's amazing. Oh,
If I can do it, that's the first thing I want to say. The second thing I want to say is don't stop. Don't stop learning. Don't stop taking care of yourself. Don't stop caring for others. Keep going, no matter what. Put your big girl skirt on and keep going.
that's amazing. So I gotta ask you're very obviously you're living in our world now. You're obviously somewhere. Are you back home right now? I mean, with the pandemic going on, did you go back home like a lot of?
Yes, I
a
am
lot of my
home.
other
I
friends
came
did?
back to the island just so that my our friends would have a nice background to check it out.
Okay. Well, I mean, but I was gonna say when you're here, how does it feel being different? You're so different than everybody else. I mean, you have the ability to do all these amazing things. You have such a unique background and where you were brought up. You're obviously older than all of us, even though you look, like you're in your 30s. You look amazing for being, 800 years old.
Thank you, Steve.
But do you think your uniqueness makes you stronger as a person, or how do you feel about that?
So, Steve, I know that I'm different. I might be known as special, but to the rest of the world, when I am
Or
Diana
super? I
Prince,
mean, some people might call you super.
thank you. Thank you. That means so much to me. But Diana Prince is supposed to be a very good woman who blends in just like Clark Kent does. So to me, I'm not so different. I'm just like everybody else. I have feelings, I have fears, I have goals. It's my duty to protect the people, but they don't need to know that side of me necessarily. I feel that I fit in with everybody else because I most of the time I identify as Diana Prince. We all have our inner Wonder Woman inside of us, and then she'll come out sometimes and she'll conquer.
Well, what's your favorite part of being a superhero? I mean, you mentioned being a superhero.
I feel like I might be repeating myself, Steve, but I
That's
want to help people, and I love that I can help people. And it could be something so silly, like getting a cat, teaching a kid. Like I was teaching this one family a little while ago. There were three little girls, and then the mom was there. The dad was sitting in the back on his phone, probably watching, and I saw them learning the moves. And one of the kids was struggling like this. And then the sister said, no, we're going to do it like this. So she was following my instructions and she was taking her lead, and it made me feel so good. So, again, it is helping people, it's bringing people together. I'm all about bringing people together.
That's wonderful. That's amazing. That's so amazing to hear. Okay. Now, if you were not a superhero, if you could do anything else but be a superhero, what would you do? What kind of job would you be? Favorite job? I don't know. Anything. Would you be like sitting on a beach somewhere? What would you do if you weren't a superhero?
Well, I'd have to be working, Steve. So sitting on a beach sounds nice, but sparingly. I think that I would want to go to outer space and be an
Outer
astronaut.
space.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
amazing.
I'm not afraid of flying, right? I might as well.
Do you like flying? Wait, do you like flying without your spaceship, your invisible ship, or do you like flying in it better? Like, because I know you can do both. You can obviously fly on your own as well as in your ship. Which would you prefer?
I like to feel the air on my skin, so preferably not in my invisible jet.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. All right.
You're asking some great questions today, Steve. You really thought hard about this. Thank you.
Well, it's a unique opportunity when you get to talk to somebody like this. I mean, we somehow the team here at Magical Memories got you guys got the link to come in there, and it's amazing. I'm impressed. I mean, my team's amazing to get you to connect with you. So,
Well, I owe it to all your fans, Steve. Clearly, people really like Magical Memories Entertainment.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, what is something that you look forward to doing when everything kind of gets back to normal? Everybody's staying at home right now, so I know it's a little bit different. But when everything gets back to normal, what are you looking forward to do?
Honestly, Steve, I like to kick back on a hammock and read a really good book that enriches my mind.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right, so I know you work with a team. So, like I mentioned, my team, right? My Magical Memories team here, they're fantastic. They got you to come here. So, I mean, I'm blessed to have my team. And I know you work with a team sometimes too.
Yes,
How do you like working with a team, or do you like working with on your own better?
that's a really good question, Steve. Steve, I'm very thoughtful to ask. I do love working with the Justice League because I believe in working together. We are stronger when united, but I also enjoy doing solo work. But lately, I've been really feeling the team spirit because everybody has their own strengths. And when we all come together, we have one massive ability. If you think about it, some people are really good at running. Some people are really good at flying. Some are good with electricity. When we all come together, we are unstoppable.
Awesome. That's amazing. So we actually have a question from the crowd. I'll pull it up on the screen here. How did you decide to become Wonder Woman? I mean, you had a choice, right? At the end of the day, you could have just kind of ignored, being that, and you could have just kind of lived in the world and had a family and had lived your life out. But how did you actually decide to become Wonder Woman?
Well, Steve, you have to remember, I grew up on an island with all women, and I was basically sheltered from the rest of the world. When I realized that men did exist and there were worldly problems, I knew that my extra abilities would come in handy and I would be able to help these people. So that's when I decided enough is enough. I got to go help. I have to leave this island and I have to go and protect because of the war was a big deal back then. That's how I met Steve Trevor. It was a really good time in my life.
Well, you mentioned that. So, Steve Trevor, how is it? Is that your favorite teammate that you've worked with, or do you have other? Who is your favorite teammate of the people?
I have to say, Maybe because you both share the same name, Steve. I don't know, but Steve Trevor was definitely my favorite person
Aw.
to have teamed up with.
Well, that's how I actually got you guys to come, right? Is that it? Because I have the same name? I feel like that's how they convinced you there. They're like, it's the
No,
same Steve.
Steve,
Don't
the
worry about it.
reason
You don't know the difference.
Steve, the reason I wanted to come on is because you spend your time trying to make memories that last a lifetime, and you want to help people be happy. And I really admired that about you.
So we have a question actually from, I believe it's Amanda, Maddie, and Jeremy over here. Let's see. What do you miss most about your home? Because I know you're
That's a really good
you have to leave.
question. I miss my mom,
Oh.
Hippolyta. She's one wonderful mom.
She's
That's who I miss,
wonderful?
or what I
Is
missed
that,
most.
Did you mean to do that? Because it's because you're a Wonder Woman. You have a wonderful mom. Was that intentional?
It was not intentional, but she really is Wonder. She is a Wonder Woman.
That's amazing. That's so great. All right, let's see what other questions I have over here for you. Okay, who is the best superhero you've ever worked with? You have a list of superheroes. What's the coolest superhero you've worked? Best one you've ever worked with? Doesn't have to be your favorite one, but
Oh man, Steve.
Best superhero.
Well, I really admire Batman because Batman is mortal and was not born with powers. And he also stood to be a vigilante. And, as Spider-Man has said before, with great power comes great responsibility. So Batman came from a good upbringing, but also a tragic upbringing, and used that tragedy and the resources to put together himself to fight for the good, for the people of Gotham. And then he assembled the Justice League just when he was planning on retiring, and he got back in the game. So I'd have to say Batman.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. That's great. Okay, so can you tell me something? Can you tell us something? I mean, I know there's a couple people like that. Can you tell us something that you haven't told your teammates? Is there any secrets or anything like that you can share with us?
Sometimes I talk in my sleep.
Oh, that's so fun. Okay, that's good to know. That's funny. Do you have any dreams, any lifelong dreams that you really want to do? I mean, you've lived for 800 years, so I'm sure you've done many things. But is there something that you have always wanted to do that you haven't done yet?
Perhaps start a family one day.
Oh, wonderful. That's beautiful.
But Steve, if that doesn't happen, I have all of my friends out here. Everybody who's watching, I consider our superhero family. So if it doesn't happen, that works just for me.
That's amazing. All right. So besides saving people, besides being a superhero, which I'm sure you love to do, what else do you like to do for fun? How do you kick back and when the world's closed down, how do you relax and what do you like to do enjoy yourself?
That's I like to do, Steve, is I like to meditate. So I'll take 10 minutes when I wake up. I put on something relaxing and I listen to what I am hearing and try to focus and be in the moment. When you're a superhero, you really have to focus on your life and really be present. I also like to do yoga. That's why before, when we were doing our hero kick, I pointed out the similarities in the move. So
wonderful. Oh,
self-care, Steve. I like self-care.
Self-care, that's important, absolutely. So mental, physical, emotional, all those fun things. Yes, absolutely. Do you have a memory from when you were a child, like a favorite memory?
The first time my Aunt Antiope handed me a sword, and she taught me my first moves. That was the best.
Okay.
I miss her so much.
That makes sense. I can totally understand that. I can totally see that. Let's see. Let's see. He's missed. I was actually going to ask about missing home as well, and Amanda and her kids asked that one. That's an important question. Do you have an example of a time that you actually went above and beyond what your normal Call of Duty is? Do you have is there a story that you want to share with us of a time that you went when you put everything at the line, everything on the line, and you really went above and beyond?
Well, when I work on a project, Steve, I'm going to call it a project. I don't stop until I get it. I don't give up. So there was a time where I had to face a supervillain, who shall not be named because I don't want him to hear me. He has very good hearing. And I didn't sleep for about a week. And I didn't stop until I got everything. I had to reach out to enemies, which I don't normally do. there are some villains that I had to reach out to for their assistance to combat this supervillain who shall not be named. So I would say there was that one instance. It was about 25 years ago.
Oh wow.
So I didn't stop,
Was
Steve.
it,
I
that
just
was the
kept
most
going.
difficult time? That was the most difficult superhero
That was
you've dealt with?
probably one of top 3 most difficult encounters I've had in my career, if you want to call it, my superhero career.
Okay, so we all know that not everybody's perfect. Now, there's no perfect person out there. There's no way that everybody. So we all have faults, right? Do you have any kind of like faults that you think of yourself? You know, is there anything that you do that you think is not wonderful, not perfect?
What makes us all perfect is that we are imperfect. Shall we say that? Steve, I really do care a lot. And sometimes that can really help me, and other times it can hurt me. So if we want to call that a strength as well as a flaw, that is my weakness, is I will always be worried or caring for somebody else. And that can make me vulnerable because of my feelings.
Okay. And on the opposite of that, what is the best thing you've ever done? What's the greatest achievement you've ever had? You know, I mean, was it defeating that one villain? Is that the best thing you've ever done?
Steve, I have to be honest with you. The time Steve Trevor brought me to London and I tasted my first vanilla ice cream cone, that might have been one of the best.
I can totally understand that. Listen, I can't live without ice cream, so I totally get that.
You can
Absolutely
relate.
get that.
It's all about the food, Steve.
You know what? I completely listen. I can only imagine the food here in you know in the world, I should say, is probably a little bit better than what you can make on an island. I mean, there's only limited resources there. Here you can get Indian food and Chinese food, sushi. There, well, I'm sure you can get sushi there. You can get your own fish.
Very valid.
Let's see. Do you have something that you're most proud of? What is it, like? Something you've done that you're just so proud of? Is there anything like that?
Yes, it would be standing for who I stand for, which is I represent the Amazons of Themyscira and all women around the world. When I put this on, I remember what my identity is, which is to be a role model and help other women, follow their dreams and make it happen.
It's amazing. Okay, I have a silly question for you.
Can't wait.
Can I ask this one? So if you had, you know how people are. They gamble. They do these different kind of things. But there's a lotto, right? There's the lottery. You can win the lottery. If you won the biggest lottery, where you had all this money and endless amounts, what would you use it for? What would you do?
Put it towards people of poverty, cliche as that sounds, so that they can have a roof above their head, water to drink that's clean, healthy foods, and provide them an education of their choice, whether they want to go to college, whether they want to go to trade school, whether they just want access to a great collection of books, an intern. I want to give people the opportunity to succeed, set them up for success. So however that may be, whatever their path is, Steve.
Okay, that's amazing. That's so nice to hear, because I completely think that's a wonderful thing to do. Now I have 2 more questions to ask you, and then we're gonna wrap this up. So the last 2 questions, I'm gonna ask anybody if anybody has any questions out there. If anybody's watching and they want to ask a question, please be more welcome to drop in the chat box. I'm just kind of going through a couple that I have. I mean, I'm a huge fan, so I know I'm kind of geeking out at the moment, but I'm giving you all of my my fandom here, and I'm throwing all these kind of fun questions out at you. So okay, my next question is, what's the okay? This is another silly question. What's the best movie you've seen? Is there do you have a favorite movie? I mean, I don't know. Do you watch movies? I mean, I know you're kind of busy saving the world and all, but do you have a favorite movie?
Listen, Steve, everything is done in moderation, so there is always room for movies. That is a great question. I would say one of my movies of choice would probably be Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, okay.
And I like that movie, Steve, because she is a strong woman who flew to the kids' houses and saved the household and helped them grow. I can relate to her.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. So this is one of my final questions. I have a few others, but I think time's about up. Who are your heroes? Do you have 2 of your own personal superheroes, or your personal heroes? Not even superheroes, but just heroes.
I would say any young girl who was afraid and kept taking those steps forward, kept pushing and didn't give up. So every young girl, the women that are trying to stand up for themselves, whether it's at their job, whether it's trying to get into politics, whether it's in sports, in any sort of team, anything that's together as a union, any woman that says no, I won't stop. I will keep fighting and pressing on so I can be heard.
That's amazing. And I completely agree with you. Those are very inspirational things to say. And we have one more question from the audience here. Are you ready to defeat the dark side? That's the most important question, I guess, at the end of the day. Are you ready to defeat the dark side?
Well, I've been training for 800 years, Naeem, and I will do my absolute best. I would like to think I am as ready as I will ever be. I have the resources of the Justice League, and stay tuned for more. I am ready.
That's amazing. Well, I guess that's really all the questions I have for you. I mean, is there anything else that you could share with us or tell us before we get out of here?
I can tell you I am working on some projects which you will see in the future. Acquired a new nemesis. You may know her as Cheetah. And I'm currently trying to tackle that project.
Oh.
But otherwise, when I am done, I'm probably gonna go curl up on my hammock and read a good book.
Well, it was amazing talking to you. Thank you so much for your time. I know you're extremely busy and you have all these things going on, so I really do appreciate it. I hope you like the decorations I put up for our.
I love it.
Okay.
It's perfect.
I love it. I mean, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in and being a part of this, and thank you so much for your training. I mean, I know all the ladies and the gentlemen out there, they really enjoyed it and they really appreciate it. So thank you so much, and I will hopefully we can do this again soon. You can tell us a little more
Steve,
and do another training.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to the Magical Memories Entertainment and all the people who are watching. Guys, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for your hard work. You did great today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and this is another week. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.